Hello there, and we are doing the Babylonian Tarot reading for July 23rd. We reach astrological point of a fire sign known as Leo. So for all the Leos out there, happy birthday to you. Starting, July 23rd up into, I believe, August 22 or 23. Okay, so Leo is a fire sign. Leo is the king and the queen of the kingdom. Full of pride. However, they have very big hearts and they're ruled by their hearts, okay? So, intuitively speaking, it's like coming out through from my heart to, out through my throat chakra. Okay, intuitively speaking, this will be an astrological point where many of you, and it also does help to figure out or find out where you have Leo in your chart, okay? If it's somewhere in your moon sign, rising sun, or if you know your actual time you're born, find out where your house is either placed in the sun or in Leo, okay? Because Leo is governed by the sun, and the sun is life force. It brings things out to the surface, okay, for us to view. So this is the time I feel astrologically during this time from July, starting from the new moon. Usually it goes up to the full moon, and it does take, 3 to 5 days, if not a week or two, for the energies to kind of be subtle, whatever comes up, we feel things, we go through things, we decide to take actions or non-actions, and it kind of dissolves back down. So that takes a few days, okay? Whatever it is that you go through, whatever choices you make or those around you. Astrologically, I feel this is the time where a lot of your heart, things that govern your heart, whatever is important to you, if you're into charity work, if you're into human justice, if you're into taking care of your niece and your daughter and your son, taking care of your house, whatever, your heart is very important. How you feel about something, your inner emotions of the dwelling of your heart is going to be surfacing during this time, okay? So, that's going to be coming out to the light. That's what I mean. So we do have an eclipse that is also coming up in August. And we'll be feeling that from August 7th to like the 21st, 23rd, and so on. So get ready for this ride, because there's going to be vibes and feelings going back and forth a lot, okay? So let's get on with the reading and see. Here's the Babylonian Tarot. And see what messages and words and phrases and vision photos come through. What does your heart have to tell you during the astrological alignment of Leo, new moon in Leo? 9 of Cups, contentment. Oh, way to go. So way to go, okay? This is a good sign. This is a good sign to start a new phase, a new cycle. New moons are a new phase or a new cycle. We did, the last full moon that we had, the last new moon and the last full moon that we had, the sun came up. Completion or something like that came up. Success or victory came up, okay? So there was a lot of that celebration, okay? And now it's like as if, and you see the blue? So it's like we just said thank you and goodbye to the water, the Cancerian Capricorn, because Capricorn and Cancer was the last alignment that we had, the last new moon, the last full moon was Cancer and Capricorn. If you can see the water. And 9 is completion. Or humble, okay? In the positive light, it's humble. Feeling humble. And contentment, okay? So your background, where you've come, how far you've come, your dedication. The card is also, the feelings that I'm getting is, if you are somebody, and there's somebody watching this right now, because I know a lot of you do research, if you're not subscribed to one of those astrological points, or astrological websites that literally tell you what's happening in the stars or the planets, it could be that, you know, I don't, because a lot of times it does confuse me, just because I already feel a lot, and it's like pull and tug of reading something. It's like my mind is already active. But it's like as if during this season, or this planetary position that's happening, it could be that you're reading a lot of that, you know, pull and tug, a lot of force, or a lot of confusion. But that's not the case for everybody, okay? Because last month and the month before, if you were somebody that felt you knew what you wanted, but it was so hard to come by, and it was so hard to get it, and, you know, I feel like you have the vision, but you need to take care of yourself. You need to feel that cup. Like, you need to pour that cup within your own self, meaning nourishing yourself. Okay, I always keep saying it, you got to keep nourishing yourself. Okay, no one's going to nourish you, no one's going to take care of you. Nobody knows how. Nobody knows how to take care of you except you, because you'll never feel content, you'll never feel complete, you'll never feel you know, they may be able to provide you with something, and you may feel gratitude, but at the end of the day, that inner feeling, that inner emptiness, your cup will not be full, because you are the only one that knows. And if you're, you know, there's that contentment, right? And the cups. So if you're not communicating that, or if you are expecting that from someone else, communicate it. If not, if you are, and I do feel that you are blessed with having the correct people around you, and you're not communicating it, or you don't feel it's the time to do so, because it is time for you to nourish yourself. Keep nourishing yourself, and they'll notice what you're doing for yourself, and either A, they'll do that for themselves, and that will keep you in alignment of understanding and accepting one another, and, you know, be on the same page in some way, some fashion, and or they'll be treating you the same way that you're treating yourself, because we are all a mirror reflection towards each other. Okay, if I give off vibes, don't touch me, not all the time, but I'd say 90% of the time, the person in front of you will pick up on that. Okay, if I give up the vibe that I'm tired, you know, they're going to pick up on that. Or if I'm feeling lively and positive or whatever, they're going to pick up on that. And however I treat myself, another is going to, you know, they reflect that. And it's funny, because as I was kind of like playing with, I put the card away, and I kind of was talking, I pulled a card out, and it's not part of the reading, but I wanted to bring this up because it came out. And this card came out in the last full moon, or the new moon. It came out in one of the last readings. King of Arrows, Ellie. So what it's basically trying to say is, something that you did in the last phase, the new moon, the full moon, it was correct for you. You took a really, really good step or action, and it was correct for you. Okay? So whatever action that you took, or non-action, sometimes you don't have to do anything, and because everybody has a different life situation. But if you took an action and it was above your means, something that you would have never done before, or you were afraid to do, because I also did mention, you got to look at things from different perspectives and different angles to kind of be able to be like, you know, there's that contentment. You made a right decision. You see how the arrow is angled here? Okay. So you've been building up on something. You've completed it. You've completed it. And we keep getting confirmation cards of this completion. Okay, so you have completed a huge task. Maybe you came at a very out of a very abusive relationship and it took you 10 years to get over it. Maybe you got over it right away, but financially you weren't able to get over it. Maybe you lost friends, you know, and you weren't able to get over just the draining or trusting another person, whatever it is, okay? Everybody's situation's different, but you took the right actions last month or last moon phase, new moon, full moon. Go watch that video, please, and it'll be a confirmation, whatever it was. Because where you are now, this new moon in Leo is confirming you are on the right track. You did a good job. Okay, clap to that. Let's proceed first. Okay, let's now proceed. And what other messages that would like to present itself to you for the, you know, this time is, you know, again, something's going on here because, wow. These cards, they're all like linking in with this. They're angled together, like pointing. So this is Cherub of Cups, eagle-headed spirit. And if you can see the ancient... okay, I see. I get it. Something is linking up. That's what I'm picking up. Something in your life is linking up. So this has to do with other people in your life. This is with you. And this has to do with other people in your life linking up, okay? So whatever I was saying a little earlier about however you treat yourself, others are going to do the same for themselves and they're going to treat you the same way too, okay? So we're a mirror reflection. Okay, energy spirals, and then people, it holds on to people, and then they either shift in and out of a frequency or of a vibration or a feeling, a sensation, and they become an aspect of what you are, what you're doing, how you're feeling. Okay, and some people choose to live that way permanently, this new vibe, or, you know, they were hiding it, or they didn't know how to live it, and now they've linked up, now they're linking up with that person that is full of cups, full of abundance, of an experience of contentment. Okay, so this is a gratitude. This is a feeling blessed, knowing that you have everything that you need. This is about knowing you have everything that you need for yourself, to provide for yourself, because you will always have it. You have this abundance around you, and it's because of the way you think and feel about yourself. So this is your heart. It's because your heart is so powerful. Remember, Leo is so powerful. Leo is a very powerful sign. My rising sun is in Leo. And I don't even realize people are always flocking to me because it's just this energy that we radiate. Okay? Leo suns have it. Leo risings have it. I'm sure Leo moons have it too. Okay? But it just reflects in different areas for different people. Okay, even a lot of Aquariuses even do so as well, because their polar opposite is Aquarius. I mean Leo, sorry. And you are also an aspect of your polar opposite too. So whatever you're in, you're also like your polar opposite, or you've got to study it because it's the same line, you know, you're connected. Linking up, man, linking up. People are linking up. That's good. Okay, 2 days. I don't know where I get to. There's no numbers on here other than the Nine of Cups. But in 2 days, you're going to receive a message, text message, email, phone call. Good news is on its way. Someone's going to link up to you. They're going to either invite you somewhere, ask to see you, hire you for a new position. Perhaps you're hiring them. Okay. And if you're somebody who is introverted and you don't like to mingle and go out and stuff like that, pay attention to the symbols and synchronicities around you. Okay. Word phrases, linking up. People are linking up. That's good. Okay. 2 days. I don't know where I get 2. There's no numbers on here other than the 9 of Cups. But in 2 days, you're going to receive a message, text message, email, phone call. Good news is on its way. Someone's going to link up to you. They're going to either invite you somewhere, ask to see you, hire you for a new position. Perhaps you're hiring them. Okay. And if you're somebody who is introverted and you don't like to mingle and go out and stuff like that, pay attention to the symbols and synchronicities around you, okay? Word phrases, musics, whatever song keeps resurfacing. If you keep hearing a certain word and you're singing it like 3-4 times a day, pay attention to it. So slogans, phrases, you know. If you're somebody that likes to look at quotes, whatever catches your attention, if you're seeing the same thing over and over, there's a reason. Okay, so the mind is a very powerful thing, and the sun is pushing for that to come out so you are able to acknowledge it. A lot of times we are the creators, we are creating it. We create these synchronicities. We create these reasons. So, but we forget because of everyday life. We forget what we create. We forget what we think of. We forget the feelings and the emotions of the thoughts we think of. Okay. So we got the sun again. I love when there's a card that confirms, and I decided to wear yellow. I love when there's a card that confirms like the sign that it's in. Because although it's a moon reading that I'm doing, astrologically we're in the sun sign of Leo. So look at him charge. Okay, so these 2 cards are definitely angled the same way. So the 9 of Cups, contentment, and the Sun card. So you're giving off vibes that you're so lovable, huggable, kissable that people are going to flock your way. That's the vibes that you're giving. Okay? And if you're watching this and you're like, I don't know about that, you take care of yourself and you'll see how people are drawn to you. But just don't forget to rest, because the more lovable and huggable you are, the more you need to give yourself time away from that, because you got to recharge yourself, right? But remember, when you do that, you give off those even more lovable, huggable, likable vibes, because everybody wants to take care of themselves. They just don't know how. And how do you know? Let's just double check, right? Red Earth Goddess, tell me, how do I know to take care of myself? Because the High Priestess is here again, okay? The High Priestess, number 2. I did say in 2 days, you're going to receive messages. Number 2, the High Priestess, Ishtar of Uruk. Uruk or Uruk? We were talking about, you know, the green energy, the heart. If you see the heart, you see the chakras behind me, the 7 chakras. This one right here, this is the green chakra. This is the heart chakra. So there's heart. This is the heart chakra is, she's not known to be somebody who's lovable or huggable. Okay, the High Priestess is not known to be that way. It depends, you know, if she is Aphrodite or the Venus of love or whatever, this goddess of love. But the tarot card, let's just say on its own, the High Priestess is not known to be that. However, that doesn't mean that she's not a lovable, huggable person, okay? Every man dreams to be with the High Priestess. Every woman dreams to be the High Priestess. But she comes with her guard. That's the thing about the High Priestess. She's got a guard up. Okay? And I think deep down in her heart, we are talking about heart, the heart chakra during this time. And whatever's in the heart's being surfaced out in the sun, right? You see the lion, she's standing on top of the lion. This is the sun, but she's in the dark. And this is equivalent to the eclipse that's taking place, because we have an eclipse coming up soon. If it's not this month, it's next month in August. But it's equivalent, the energies that I'm picking up. So from now to like the eclipse, there's going to be a lot of that feeling of light and dark of, I want someone to maybe see through the illusions of like this built up wall that I put up, or I really am a lovable, huggable person, and although I do take care of myself and I give off the vibe of I'm not interested, but maybe you are seeking somebody similar to you who is able to kind of see through the illusions of, I'm a good person, I have a good heart, I just don't give it to everyone, okay? Because she's got, you know, that little instrument in her hand associated with sound. So when she speaks, she gives off the vibe of she's a strong and stable and an intuitive woman, rational, logical, that takes care of herself and sees through people's BS. But she's also lovable and heart-centered. Her one hand is up and her one hand is holding on there. So it's like, in a fashion, her guard is up, or her guard is down, but her guard is up too. So she's kind of like 1 foot up and 1 foot down type of slogan type of thing. So you guys have to write things down. Get yourself a journal. Write things down on your phone. 2 nights ago, last night, you know, sometimes I go through this cycle or stage of I need to, in pinpoints, if not like, similar to a resume, but if not like a resume, like a goal, like I make pages and lists of things, and I'll take it, like put a phrase of where I'm at now, or where I was 2 days ago, and where who is associated with me during this time, whether it's friendship, business, whatever, or what I'm doing, if I have to be in an event, or, you know, and then the goals. Sometimes I don't do this stuff, but sometimes I really want to get goal oriented and do that and see what's happening. But when you do that, when you write things down, you'll find that it's a lot more clearer for you, okay? You're able to see things more for what it is, what's occurred, and where you would like to be, okay? And who's involved, parties involved. So it feels as though this is a good reading. This is a good stage for everyone. And I say that because the contentment card and the feeling that I'm getting is, you know, if you come with the vibe of taking care of yourself first, taking care of your needs, your body, you're getting enough water, your mind, body, and soul, you're meditating 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, before bed, in the morning, whatever. You're checking in with yourself, not overdoing it, not underdoing it, then, you know, doesn't matter what's going on around, you'll be in gratitude, and people will feel that. People love that, okay? So they'll flock to your way. And that's the illumination that's around right now, okay? And that's the sunny disposition, and that's that happy, cheerful energy, okay? But first, you got to feel that feeling. First, you got to feel your heart out in order to feel content and appreciate who you are and how far you've come, okay? So thanks for watching, and happy Leo, because Leo's a happy sign. And if they're not happy, they're needy. And some of you are probably like, I'd probably say more egoistical, but it's more of a need to present itself as egoistical. They're not necessarily egoistical. It's more of a need to show off, and to be classified as a powerful king or queen, okay? Yeah. All right, so thank you for watching.